Hey Wastelanders, this is Gary. I realized I've never quite covered this knife. I mean, I don't think I ever had it on my channel. So this is the Nightclaw by Oknife. Let me get a magnet and check something. Oh, I happen to have an Oknife. So I got it. This came with a titanium bead, a really nice titanium bead. You can see, hopefully you can see, it has the Oknife on one side logo, and it has the iconography of the Oknife on the other side. So this comes with a bead and a paracord, and I don't know if it was meant to become a necklace, but it would be a small necklace for me. Yesterday I drug this out, and I realized I've opened it and looked at it, and then I just forgot about it. So I was sitting on the couch playing with it. I like to tie paracord knots sometimes, and so I gave it some snake knots, and I was going to give it a diamond knot, but I don't feel that there was enough paracord. I would have liked to give it a diamond knot on the end, so you could like have this nice cool loop, and I don't know why, but anyway, I just decided to go this route and just have the floating bead on the center and finish off with like 4 or 5 diamond knots. And I kind of liked, I don't know if I want to cut the cord off here or not. I'm going to leave it until I decide. I think it would be really cool if it just was cut off. I view it as like a, I don't know, like a pocket fidget toy. So you got this like little button lock, like with this little raptor claw knife. They don't. Let's see if it's sharp. Okay, so I don't know if I can produce really good cuts with this. Oh yeah, I can. So it's in D2 steel. It says on the, it has a nail nick too. I don't know why it would have a nail nick, because you can't access the nail nick. So, but it has the really cool button. You can flip it out, flip it closed. And I was, what I was going to say, so after I tied the paracord, Paxton jumped up on his little cushion that is a favorite of my boys. So, but he took a notice of this when I was working on it, and he said, "That's mine," and he kind of grabbed it from me, claimed it. But eventually I got it back, and then his brother Orbit came by, and he thought he would get in on the action too, but he was just copying Paxton. He wasn't really interested in it, but I had to hide it under on my desk under a couple pieces of cloth, so he wouldn't see it, because he likes paracord and he chews all my lanyards if I don't watch him. Anyway, sorry for that story. I'm just feeling like a story mode. So I view this as like a charm, you know, you would carry in your pocket. Let me know, should I cut this paracord off and just leave it like charm-like, or should I do something else? They supplied the brown paracord. I don't have brown paracord, but it kind of looked good. I'll probably carry it in my pocket, like as an EDC little thing in the future, now that I opened it. I wanted to address too that, you know, Oknife and Olight, they make some great packaging for their products, and the presentation is excellent. They have a little tab on here you can pull out. The bead and the paracord were in this. Even the bead was in a like a clear baggie, but a soft baggie, and it's form fitted. I mean, it's like a little book you open. I'll keep the package. I keep all my packaging, and I'll store it, but I'll probably never open it again unless I sell this or give it away. But yeah, the only failing, now, like you see the packaging, it's impossible. It's hard to get this open. The only failing, they should have put cutouts in the packaging. But other than that, it's great packaging. It's very tough. It's almost like hard as wood, or hard as a wooden block, because they use a thick cardstock. So anyway, let's move on. So I bought this Oknife, the Splint. This is in titanium, and I bought that at the same time, and I'll show you the packaging on this. Man, great packaging. I mean, this is what I was talking about, like this little baggies are soft, and they I don't know what, it's obviously plastic, but it's a really good plastic, very soft. So the presentation is really nice. You can see an embossed logo on there, like it's glossy too. So yeah, they have great packaging of their products. I don't know if you guys get into packaging. I used to be a graphic designer. I'm not much of a graphic designer anymore, but I used to get in on this packaging. You know, like the dagger logo is like a foil on the box, and it's magnetic opening, and they have a cutout for the knife. Man, that's pretty good presentation. You know, on the other hand, Kershaw makes great knives, Federalist, but they suck at packaging. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not anything to, you know, write home about. Yeah. Don't get me talking about like good packaging. Like you can check out this James brand packaging. Man, so slick. They also have a knife, kind of a knife slip case if you want it. They package it with this, and they package it in wood, a wooden box with their name on it. That's class. So I'm going to talk about, like, I'm going to try to make a quick video. I probably won't succeed, because I talk very slowly, and I jibber jabber. So this came in a nice pouch, and they have a place for a coin. They gave a coin away with their knives. That's a class act. And you can see this coin is pretty nice. I don't think it's titanium. Let's see. It is titanium or aluminum. It's probably aluminum. Yeah, maybe it's aluminum. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, it's pretty thick. So it says the Splint TI, so I would not put it past them to do a coin in titanium, but I don't know that. It's not magnetic. So on the other side, they have the Oknife logo. So it's pretty nice of them to put a coin out with their knives. I wish more manufacturers would do that. I'm a sucker for like little something extra for the product that you bought, like an accessory. Anyway, so this is a pretty small knife, really pretty small for my hands. It feels great in hand. It has again, it's titanium. Only the hardware and the blade are steel. So this comes in S35VN steel, I believe. Let's just check. CPM S35VN, and I believe this number, the serial number is KN177, or that's the model number. So I don't know if these were limited. I imagine they were somewhat limited, but I don't think that's the limited edition number. I don't know that. So this came as a front flipper, a top flipper, and flip this. I can't flip this. I mean, I'm when I do flip it out, I seem to always run in the flipper tab hitting my hand. Because again, it's such a small knife. I don't know why they would make it a front flipper. I tried this method too. I can't do it. You know, I have pussy fingers, so. But thankfully, it's a tab flipper, and if you can get your big hands in there, it's a Spidey flicker. And for me, I like Spidey flicking it out anyway, so I would never use this front flipper, and I probably wouldn't use the tab flipper only if I needed it quickly. So I have to like sometimes take a few seconds to wedge my finger in there and flip it out. But it's a small one, and it's kind of like it's more of a gentleman's piece until you flip it out. It looks mean for a gentleman's piece, but yeah, I'm not going to talk a lot about these. I'll just I think it's come and gone, and I'll just give you like a size, overall size. You know, it's, I don't know, a little bit over 6 3/4, maybe 6 1/8, and the blade is surprisingly is 3 inches, but it's only got a maybe a little over 2.5 inch cutting edge. So the handle is almost 4 inches. So it really looks smaller than it probably is, but it's definitely not a baby banter. It's bigger than that, but it just feels a little small. I want to choke up on this choil, but you can't without getting cut. I mean, you can do this, put your finger there, but you know, a lot of people judge the knives on their grip, but sometimes I'll pull a knife and I'm usually finger in the pivot, you know, like pinch grip, and I usually do stuff like that. So I don't always cut shit open with the full grip on the handle, unless I can achieve a full grip. So I brought this knife out, and I have to review this knife. This is the Gin. I always forget. I always want to call it the Oni, but it's the Gin. And I found the Gin, it's most comfortable when I do the trigger like a pistol grip type feel on the. I know that's mostly people want to hold it like that, but this knife is really comfortable if you do a pistol grip type, trigger grip type holding on this, and you put your thumb there. You can get a lot of use out of this grip on this knife. By the way, I love this knife, even though it's a front flipper too. or a top flipper. I never use it. I can top flip it, but I hate it. No offense, I just hate top flippers. So thank God. Whoa, I was touching the blade. Thank God it's that has the option to Spidey flick, which is becoming my favorite way to deploy a knife. So anyway, let's finish out this long-winded review or talk about with a weigh in this, because I always wanted to know. I haven't weighed it, so this is 2.43 ounces. Like all said and done, the Federalist, you know, it weighs 2.1. I like the Federalist. You can get a much nicer grip on there. So I rather have the Federalist rather than this. But certainly this looks really better. It looks really good. I don't want to say it's better than the Federalist, but it looks good. So, ooh, I failed it. So when you fail it, it's because of the top flipper. If you have a top flipper and you use this side flipper, if you don't get your finger out of the way, it just, I can't do it. I can do it by accident, but the top flipper will hit your finger and stop the deployment. So I always prefer the Spidey flicking method, because more than likely you can't go wrong with the Spidey flicking method. So I don't know if you guys got in on this when they have the sale, but I find it really nice. I really like this. I don't know why. I just like its fidget factor. Like, I like that button deployment. And this, I just like it because it's nice to carry it in your pocket, like a gentleman's carry. You could wow some people when you whip it out. Anyway, take care, Wastelanders. And if you made it to this end of the video, I wanted to air some, if you ever noticed me in a live and people were talking to an individual that I couldn't see his comments, that would be NebuCloud. And I don't know what went wrong with this relationship. One day he just contacted me and said, remove me from the wall, thank you. And I responded back. He never emailed me back or anything. He just wanted to be removed, so I removed him for the wall. But I probably am responsible for that. So I used to be in the BPEX pass around group, and I thought it was fine. I reviewed some knives from Suburban Tactical Nation, and I think I'm friends with him still. I think I'm friends with most of the members, except for Jersey Knife Guy. I think he was a member, and he obviously hates me. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I kind of have a anti-politician based humor. I really think all politicians are corrupt, and I just get disgusted by Republicans, Democrats, all of them. So there was this video of Biden. I don't know, it's probably a made up video, but he was walking and he said, I pooped my pants or something, or they wiped me, or I don't know, I don't remember but the full story. But I posted that video in the BPEX pass around, because the BPEX pass around usually talked. They said jokes. They joked all the time. There's one of members of the BPEX pass around group that didn't like that I posted a Joe Biden video, and he said this is all about knives. And I'm like, people post jokes in here all the time in my mind, so I let it go. And then Nebula Cloud took a disliking to it too. I just thought he's a liberal. I mean, based on his lifestyle, he's obviously a liberal. So I quit the BPEX. I apologized and I quit the BPEX. And a little bit later, I just noticed that I was blocked on everything from Nebula Cloud. I was blocked from Instagram, seeing his responding to his pictures on, and then I noticed I was blocked on YouTube too from him. I mean, he blocked me on everything, and I can't even send a message to him. And he didn't tell me why. Obviously, it was the joke on his friend Joe Biden. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out of there. I just don't want to hide any dirty laundry. Up until this point, I think that in the knife community, only Nebula Cloud hated me. Apparently, maybe other people do. Jersey Knife Guy is added to the list of people that hate me. Apparently, I said something about his dog, which I would love to see proof. But anyway, I just wanted to add that I don't think most people make it to my end of the videos, but for those that do, maybe true Wastelanders, I wanted you to know I don't harbor any ill will against the knife community. I joke a lot. I mean, I'm surprised that Bees didn't get pissed at me imitating his voice. I don't dislike Bees at all. Sometimes he comes off as a little annoying in his videos because he's super excited, and I mean, I think that's just me that sees that, but I love the dude. I love the dude. When I was imitating him, his voice, I sat down. I was watching his video. I watch his videos, right? I was sitting down and I watched this video, this 20-minute long video, and I picked up my phone and I just had to like record myself trying to imitate him. I'm a bad imitator. The only thing I should have put in there was his opening, the Hello Bees Bladers, because that's the only thing I probably came close to doing. I meant that all in fun, so I think he took it easy, or took it better than most people would. And I admit I said something like probably wrong. I just said you're on your way to Slicey Dicey channel. I always viewed maybe I was being mean. I don't think I was being mean, but I think maybe I was. Slicey Dicey is not the greatest person, and to be compared to like something like Slicey Dicey is kind of a slap in the face. And I'd never meant to slap him in his face, but I always viewed Slicey Dicey. I watched Slicey Dicey early on, and his numbers just went crazy through the roof. And I wasn't jealous of him. I just think I didn't know, I didn't see him as any better than like a normal channel. So, and he always said he was a comedian, and I didn't get it. So, but Bees, he's good, grade A good. I mean, I'm sorry if I ever like offended you, Bees. I don't know, you probably won't see this video because this is at the end, but if you do, I'm sorry. I just didn't mean any ill will. I just like imitating people. I've imitated LTK. I've imitated Birdshot, Nick Shabazz. If you ever watch old videos, I imitate those people. I just imitate people I like, I guess. I mean, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't imitate you and I wouldn't talk about you, you know? So I have a weird sense of humor, and I'm probably damned for that. So if I imitate you, I'm not trying to. I've never imitated Slicey Dicey, by the way, so obviously I didn't like him. I mean, I liked him early on, but he seemed like a really asshole person to me. So yeah, so I just wanted to get that out. I'm sorry this took you so long to see that at the end, and I wanted to not make a separate video on it. I just wanted to get that out. I don't want anybody in knife community to think I hate them. I don't even hate NebuCloud, but he obviously hates me. So I have 2 haters in the knife community now that I know of. So if you ever find yourself offended by me, please PM me and I'll explain what I was doing at the moment. I mean, I really didn't. Before you make a nasty video insulting me, and I don't mind that. I mean, if you don't like me and you want to insult me, that's fine. But before you do, just check with me if I meant malice or ill will towards you. But more than likely, I didn't. So as I said, I imitate people that I like. Sometimes I get annoyed, but still, I like the person. I like him. So I'm still 100% sure I've never said anything wrong about Jersey's dogs. And I really wish you would reproduce the comment. I said, I hate your fucking dogs, or I get tired of hearing about your fucking dogs. You owe me that. You don't have to talk to me anymore, but you owe me that proof that I said something bad about your dogs. And if I did, I'll apologize. I mean, I'll apologize right away, up front. But I need to see that proof. So, really take care, Wastelanders.